We had a plan. Come on.
It's all you. It is all you.
Stop robbing me. Your boyfriend is in the studio. I don't want a Tonto DK issue, please.
Oh my God.
Just.
Jenny, the truth is,
Alright guys,
she's very, very good with timing.
Welcome to the comedy hour. As you can see, we have our commander-in-chief finally here with us in the studio. We missed you.
Thank you. It was a brief
who is the commander
vacation.
in chief?
No, not in thief.
No, in chief.
I mean, he's running the ship. It's comedy
You
hour.
don't want to try that title.
Anyways, good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Comedy Hour with Jenny, CY, Yinka, and of course Shy Bill. And you can see the studio is loaded. Wow. It's packed. We have our friends in the building, our special guests, and some of the acts, the performing acts for Sunday. The talked about show for how long is just few days away. A funny piece of my mind. And I'm so glad and happy that my mentor, my boss, and someone who I can call my father in the comedy. The same way CY says father in the Lord, yes. Yes. My father in the comedy is in town and he's right behind me just the same way God got our back. He's got my back right now. The one and only Doyen of comedy, the king of comedy in Nigeria. Please a round of applause for Ali Baba in the building. Yes. And it's so nice that also our dear brother, who I believe is going to do a national anthem. I don't know what song he's going to sing, but Isaac is in the house. Isaac Gerald, the one and only, performing live on Sunday. Our big brother and uncle of the show. He's always watching. Sometimes he calls all the way from Nigeria. He writes one or two comments. He's always part of it, and he was a special guest like a few weeks back. Yeah. And now he's here with us live as we are celebrating this week, and we are celebrating the show coming up on Sunday. Please round of applause for Mr. James Ajaro. You know. So I leave the rest to my guys who know how to do it. Who?
Eat.
Oh, eat. the one and only history-making guy that worked for over 3 months that he wasn't paid. And today is a different story. Was it 3 months or 3 years?
3 years, you have 3 months salary. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another lovely edition of Comedy Hour with JD.
Yes.
Welcome to the
Today, our show.
Welcome. Wait, Jedi, so you not introduce me?
I'm about to. We're still playing with Shaibel now. The one and only richest. The richest.
I don't have money.
It was formerly known as the richest Calabar man, but now it has changed. He's the richest American Calabar man.
American was nice.
American. No, but you're from Calabar. You're American.
Don't let them know.
Okay, I should just put American. I should put Calabar. Okay, yes. The richest himself. The one and only African American. Tight man. All the way from a particular side of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Live right here in the studio. Kingsley Oba, popularly known as CY.
Kingsley, make Oba.
Oh, okay.
They say that man, what's the 411?
Yeah.
What's the 404, man?
And the delectable, the beautiful. Sometimes you can say she's sassy, but she's sexy. We can't hide that fact. She is sound. She brings the spice to every issue. She stirs up the atmosphere. She's something else. The one and only Yinka Olajiro. Oh my God! Can I be introducing you every week?
Oh please!
okay.
But that's not up to 40 seconds. Hug me again.
Oh no!
Hug me. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a full house today. We're celebrating the fact that the comedy show is coming up on Sunday. May 12th is a Mother's Day special. A funny piece of my mind. There's a full support. The whole family is behind me. Big shout out to AfroBeat Live.
That's right.
The number one online entertainment company, bringing you the best every week. 4 different shows on this platform every week. I mean, it can only be a wonderful thing done by God through the life of our CEO and also the main team of AfroBeat Live. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. So please feel free. You can call in 202-681-0389. Now, you calling in, you might just stand the chance of winning the tickets that the big boss is giving out. He said it online that he's giving away 5 tickets, though even if it's minus 5 degrees. He's going to give out 5 tickets online today, right here on the show. Courtesy of One Links Events, thank you so much for the support. We appreciate you. And to everyone who has supported, Shy Bell has said he's giving away 5 tickets. CY has said he's giving away 5 tickets.
Which ticket is going to remain?
No, they bought it too. Not that they just giving. I mean, everyone who has supported bought the tickets and they said they're giving it away. So we really appreciate you on behalf of the team, on behalf of the whole show. So, how we?
Can we welcome our guest?
Yes, please do that on our.
We have Udwa Kingsley. She says, "Guess I'm the first today. Free gift too."
She wants to give us gift.
No, she wants to collect free gift.
Oh. I'm sure she'll collect the gift from you.
Huh? I don't do 40 seconds.
I was still talking about the show here.
I'm asking the same thing.
What's wrong with this one? What's wrong with this one?
I just want to know.
Your son is here. He's watching. I can't be careful.
He still doesn't know what's happening here, so I'm safe.
Adora, thank you for watching. And Ogu Nwazim, she says hi y'all.
Hi you too. Hi.
So and we'll still have people watching as well. So can we move on?
Oh yeah.
Adora says I'm giving away 5 tickets too. Wow. You know Adora?
Yeah. She's the music director of Mercy Seat Chapel of Redeemed Christian Church of God. You just surprised us, Adora. Sharp. Nice. Oh, someone said I logged in first too on YouTube, but this Facebook. Okay, and
I think can we define Facebook and YouTube? So
do you want to define it for her?
YouTube is. It has a tube anyway.
Fallopian tube.
Who is blowing whistle?
All right, let's start from Isaac. Isaac, how do you feel and how prepared are you for Sunday? Well, what's your?
I'm super excited about Sunday personally because I've seen like a lot of people reach out to me.
Don't try to speak American English. Just speak normal.
No, that's how I speak. I went to a good school. See why?
No, because it has been killing him. The
Joe, yeah.
No. I mean, it's in my blood.
It's divine. I mean, because the last time Shabel was on his way to the airport, you understand? Yeah.
No, we're not gonna go there. But I mean, so I'm super excited because people have reached out to me personally on Instagram to say, "Oh, hey, we're looking forward to Sunday and your performance," and so I'm pretty much excited about it.
Thanks, man. This guy has one lovely single that amazes me every time. So you are going to see the full performance on Sunday.
I carried a lovely single the other day. Isn't it his child you're talking about?
That's my first official single.
Yeah.
We're talking about the music single now. So that's
official?
That's
official singles.
Yes, away from the music. That's my first fruit.
The other
It's you that gave me. And we were doing it together. No.
All right. Also, Mr. James is part of the family, part of the people helping us put the show in a good order to have a great structure for the day. And I mean, it would be nice to hear from him. We have him as one of our, should we say, board of directors or how do you put it? Or
executive directors.
Bro, it's not collect that title. They say that big name, then they take it.
Like a chairman.
Yeah.
I remember last week when we were watching you all from Cancun, and he saw Ika. So I said, "Oh, the show." And I said, see this guy, because she showed him the last time he came. Mr. James, sir.
It's a pleasure being here again with my new friend in the US, Yinkus. Well, it was a great show anyway. We're still talking about it. It's still online, talking about the Yahoo boys who are not prepared to fight those people trying to be on the right side. Well, as we always say, the good will always prevail against evil.
I like how they introduce that. Yinkus, like a car. See, this is Yinkus 2004.
Who's boxing?
What do you drive? I drive a Yinkus.
All right. Also in the background, a dear friend of the house who just wanted to be on the chilly side to watch over everything. But he's someone we also love and respect. If you're talking about the gospel music scene all the way from Nigeria, multiple award winning. He's a father and a legend to so many in Nigeria. You sang his songs during your praise worship, during your morning devotion, during everything, even during things happening. Because I personally, but we give it up for the one and only Sammy Okposo. Shout out. The last video we posted, he had to react to what Bros did because his Bros came. He has been in and out. Sorry, he has been back and forth on this whole.
I don't want to be in fast as this.
Wait, what have you been doing in preparation for this show?
That's the in and out.
I hope you do.
Let's see what I don't answer it.
I'm just.
No. I hope you are protected. Is that what you
But I mean, Yinka has always been like, we love coming late, but. That's what you said.
And as you just said it, you took the words out of her mouth.
Wow. That's why she reacted that way.
40 seconds, he came late.
And in 1 minute, a boy came out. Wow. I wonder what will happen in 5 minutes.
I don't know either.
I was still on this show. Oh, I've got somewhere.
You can leave if you don't.
I think so. I think a little aftermath.
This is revelation.
So really appreciate him for being with us, a very dear special guest. You will see him on Sunday. I mean, the support has been amazing.
Immense.
I'm overwhelmed with the kind of love I've received.
Let me look at the screen. Sammy, come by CY here and just say hello. Come by CY here. Just come by CY.
So they will not take one line.
No, because you are using him as voicemail. Come by.
Ladies.
Hold on. Can we have more light on Sammy?
Wow! Sunday is going to be a gaga.
Into the darkness we shine.
From your mouth?
Okay. The Lord will enlarge your coast.
More than this. No. There's some prayers I'm not going to accept. If you enlarge me more than this, is trouble.
Someone online says, I'm looking forward to. That's Anne Ogu.
Yeah.
Wams is watching. Wamilele is watching.
Finally.
Yeah. Really?
This is bought more credit.
He has gotten more data.
Anne says, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it too. I always complain that Niger comedians always go to London.
I'm looking forward to it too.
And they never.
I'm looking forward to it later.
And they never come here.
They never come here. I stumbled into this by chance because I follow Jedi.
Oh wow, okay, thanks so
I'm
much.
so glad you guys should do more of comedy shows in the DMV.
Funny enough, someone actually approached me on Saturday at a wedding and he said the same thing. In fact, his own was like out of pain. He said, Jenny, we need to talk. I said, wow. He said, why people just they carry show, go London? Then you guys don't do shows here again. What's going on? Things like that.
Yeah,
Foreign exchange in London.
Almost 500.
Yeah, so you hear it now, you hear it. But at least we can still pull through no matter how, and we are happy that this is coming to you. There are other ones coming. Even CY is having his own in September.
That's right.
The American Adventure
CY is coming in September.
That's a very long way.
That's a long one.
That's a
long way.
That's a very long way. It's like at that point, just do what you have to do and get out.
Oh,
man. I'm on Nike.
Just do it.
Just do it.
It's not good for the.
You all go online, eventbrite.com. Just type funnypieceofmamind.eventbrite.com. Go and get your early tickets because at the door it's going to be more.
Get your
Yeah.
How many
You see, leave his back. You are disturbing his English.
He is in his back.
See why?
See why I don't want to stay.
Today there's trouble.
The king is here. The king has arrived.
That's right.
So let's hear from our king. How's your stay been?
They want to use coal to kill Barbie. And then they now give us this afan. We finished the food and told Sammy that it was remaining.
I won't say a word.
Better not.
The afan had all parts of cow meat inside. Winkles. That one that you do.
You have to suck it.
That's
Isaac.
You need to be successful about it.
Yeah, when you're sucking it.
I success.
So talking about this afan.
The Bible says to the pure things are pure.
Really?
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. All right.
Afan can be pure. The calories inside that. You take 2 periwinkles, you get 2 calories.
So, sir, how do you want to give out your 5 tickets on the show today?
After the show.
Wow.
I'm going to buy tickets.
How will we
You people not tell me that it is warm now that it's spring.
But it
If you
is.
saw how I sprung to the car. Spring.
I mean, the weather is much better now than as at February, January.
Ask the person to your right when they told me that Minnesota was warm. What I did to him before you say what you want to say.
Sir, to my right.
You have been asked.
What did he do to you?
And you are just sitting.
It's in proximities enough.
Proximity.
I will lay hands on him. And if my hands, you see, this is where we conk in worry. Like, but if it's coming to you and it opens, then it's a slap. But before it gets to you, it's a conk, you accept it.
Wow. Okay, trust me, we'll make sure the weather condition for Sunday will be very comfortable.
How? Rainmaker, I mean.
I'm curious. How?
Somebody says, "Oh wait, is that Samuel Poso?"
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
He's Angelic Chijo.
Oh, when does the show end? I'm aiming to win tickets. No, it's tickets we are giving away, not tickets. Because the same person said, who made the soup? Now, wow, see description. That's Adora. I thought, are you going to cook for us to come and pick up? Or
You want to cook or her?
There was one of her soup they gave me in Owerri. As I cut a bar like this just to eat this thing. Apparently, the eye of the cow opened. the eye of the cow is like this. The cow wanted to be an eyewitness.
I'm done.
That's when I sang I saw. Let's go.
But you all are already feeling the vibe. Sunday is amazing. Tickets are selling already online, and you get more at the door. So there are limited tickets online for you to have the opportunity to get it early and cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, so but at the door, we ain't changing the prices. More at the door. So go online.
Probably might not be tickets again.
It's going to be very high. At the door, very high. Just
Why is his accent jumping in?
I'm about to.
He had to show it.
no, it just kicks in once in a while.
Even when you say that once in a while.
Let's gist generally.
Okay.
First of all, let's start from American politics. We all know that the former vice president Joe.
Go, no, let's not talk about tax returns. Let's not talk about tax
Then
returns.
they leave
I'm talking
American
about current
politics.
situation now.
Then they leave American
Go,
politics
you're
now.
not talking about.
Leave American
Make our own passport blue. Make our passport blue.
Don't be angry. Should we do Nigerian?
Yes.
So recently they arrested Senator Adeleke. What's going on?
Was he dancing? Okay, no, they arrested him to face the music.
That's a tweet.
That's revelation.
Let's see how he dance out of it.
Yes, he has to dance
But I heard
out
that he has applied to travel.
to
Yeah.
That he wants to beat it.
Oh my goodness.
Osa.
See, if you don't come Sunday, honestly, see, if you don't come on Sunday,
No,
That's
because we have listeners that are not from
American
Nigeria.
listeners.
Okay, so spell
It's
Uton.
spelled
I believe he's really going to dance to the tune. Hopefully, and he just won the case of being the
governor.
elected governors. I don't know why another one just come up.
He won tribunal on election. Now there's a different case he lost on forgery.
So in all of this,
WAEC
there's a
result.
mix-up. There's a mix-up.
So right now he's facing. He's not facing the one of forgery because he forged his result, WAEC result. Not WAEC anyway. He did NECO. Somebody did NECO for him because he never sit for WAEC.
Now I see why he's running around like Wall Gecko.
So that's where the problem is now.
Big shout out to Mr. Olumide Ayola. Thank you for joining us, the CEO, president of Musicom Entertainment. That's our God. Putting the events together. So big shout out to you, sir. Thanks for watching. So are you saying?
When you say shout out, we'll shout now.
Oh yeah. So are you saying the government is working? The same Nigerian government, are they working? Yeah, you turn the volume. Yeah, turn the volume. Okay. Testing 1 2. That's how real we are. Don't worry, we check everything. That's how real.
Mr. Real.
We check everything.
Yeah. So are we saying that the government is working by having someone like this in that position, who it's a sensitive one, being the fact that you've been on the campaign, you contested an election? I mean, is it a setup or the government is working?
Before you say setup, the first thing, does he have a result?
Sir, if we go by people that have results or don't have results,
it's not all of them that
we need
qualify.
to. It's a lot of.
See, there's something they say where we come from, worry. Who they catch? 90. So far we don't catch one. Till we catch the rest. Let this one face his own story first.
Not part of this conversation.
All right.
You know, let me tell you why I'm not part of this convention, because you people are here. It's not the one that will not land at Can we just see? Madam, can you be going? We'll just talk with him. We'll be with you shortly.
Alright, let's move into entertainment. Well, just today, one of the artists in Nigeria posted a video trying to talk to Naira Marley and the issue between Naira Marley and Rugged.
Davido.
I'm talking about Davido. No, I'm getting there. I think I won't call his name.
I don't know. You won't give your peace of mind. I won't fear this.
I'm not fair. You can't
It's 40.
It's called
What is
wisdom.
all this hostility?
Yeah.
It's like you need a release.
You know, so you
You want to release something.
Our attention has been drawn to what he's drinking. Hold on. Just bring the cup. Bring the cup.
You're just angry.
I don't know what he's been drinking. But let me sit down. I don't know what he's been drinking.
Go hold your marriage. Go hold up.
It's like you want somebody to hold you. With the way that you're just shaking and
You need to be held.
No, there's no problem. You want somebody to hold you, but biscuits coming. Biscuits will come and give you a hug.
It's coming on the show.
Come on, not my show, your show.
Your September show.
Yeah, your September show. He wants to stand out with you.
I'll be glad to welcome you.
With what? Welcome him or
Eat.
shim.
So there's this issue between Naira Marley and Rugged Man. You know, Rugged Man was trying to, speak as someone who has been in the game for so long to Naira Marley. Look, you just have to be careful of the kind of things you bring out there online, put out. You have to represent a good, nature and structure. So a good personality and image. And I'm sure Naira Marley took it the wrong way and now went on a live broadcast and now started responding and hitting back to Rugged Man, saying words like, yes, if we are upcoming artists, you are downgrade artists, your time has passed and things like that. So Davido now stepped in like, look, Naira Marley, I understand where you're coming from, but you don't speak like that to people who are legends there. Davido said, okay, or Rugged Man, we understand, we're sorry about it, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know.
No, you didn't finish it.
I'm not finished, yeah. But there was a point, it was like, see, even the government has not done anything for the youth, so that's why some of the youths are relying on
that. I know.
Do you understand?
He then said that, even people that have legit businesses don't help people.
Yeah.
And then people that don't do legit business are helping
people. So the whole question is, are people really defending this Yahoo thing?
So I think it's a sensitive issue because I saw the video and I was worried for a minute. I'm like, okay, so you started out right saying, Rugged Man is a legend, and really, I think I have a major problem with the fact that younger artists just think they can come up and then just speak to people anyhow because quote unquote you have blown, right?
Yeah.
It's there are processes to follow. There are people you have to respect. It's just the natural laws of life. Yeah. People have gone ahead of you to make things happen. Somebody like Rugged Man, for example, we can say he quote unquote spearheaded the movement of rap and stuff like that in Nigeria. He's a legend by every right. So you can't go saying things like that. How it just shows that the value system in Nigeria is really dropping, and I'm worried for like the generation ahead, right? Where are we starting to look at things from? It's a really serious issue, and I think that people should actually defend me. But sadly, we don't have authorities and stuff like that caution people like that in Nigeria, because normally you should have people, you should probably be banned or.
Do you think there should be a cautioning system in every entertainment show? Because even in America, there's no cautioning system.
No. There is.
There is.
Are you serious? Yeah. Okay. So just talking about the youth and whatever. I believe Bodak Black.
Yes.
Bodak Black. He went and he talked about. When Lauren London and Nipsey Hussle, that whole situation, he went on live and he was like, I'm gonna just let Lauren chill for a second, but if she needs somebody to hold her.
I know. Some people
so he
back.
was mad disrespectful. T.I. said something, a whole bunch of radio stations. A whole bunch of radio stations in LA actually banned his music.
Yes.
So they do check people.
So they banned his music.
Yeah, some individual radio stations in LA and DJs and OAPs, they came out and they said, we're not gonna play your music.
How many want to ban the Davido's
that
music.
on the,
No, not Davido's music. We're talking about
my question?
No.
Because I think so for one, I see Davido in a different light, to be honest. Even though at the end he was trying to spoil like the good work he was doing, but I see him in a different. I kind of think that this whole world exposure thing.
He even said something amazing. He said, "I've made mistakes before. I was there before."
Yeah.
I was like,
exactly like he started. I think the world exposure is starting to make him see life in a different light, and it's a good thing. So,
brush your cover, don't worry.
So I think Naira Marley should really be. But the thing is, like we said, sadly, we don't have cautioning systems in Nigeria. We don't even have value systems that would defend people. So normally, I was sad when I remember the Oyemike situation with Noble Igwe, right? So I was telling my wife, I said, oh, certainly people are going to follow this guy, you know, his ratings are going to drop and stuff. Guess what? I looked the next day and he had over 100k extra followers, right? So I'm just asking, what do people see and what do people think about when they're trying to follow people? You know, it feels like a blind leading the blind situation, but then again, what do I know? I'm just a singer.
Okay, someone said something online. He says, let's see where Naira Marley will be in few years.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But actually, what song did he even say? What's that?
That's what I was gonna say.
Remember, it's a goal now. It's a goal.
So you see, somebody that has more songs that we need to struggle to remember now is talking about the legends that we can literally talk about his
all his songs.
Please let's welcome the one and only Sammy Oboso.
Mr. Say something.
He was
because truthfully, think about it.
Yes. Sammy has something to say.
Yes, sir.
So, but you see, this is a good time for me to come on the show.
Yes, boss.
Because I think what you just said, I mean, a lot of exposure is doing a lot of good to
Davido.
Davido is a talented artist.
Yeah.
He doesn't play.
No,
he's not ready
very
for
hard working
anywhere anytime soon. So a lot of these young cats who just come up and have a one hit, we call them one hit.
Yeah.
He feels he's all that.
Yeah.
That's why he would obviously not even understand the perspective that Rugged Man is coming from.
Yeah.
Because I'm very sure Rugged Man doesn't mean any harm.
He didn't mean any harm.
He didn't. Yeah. He didn't.
It was just a guy.
Calm down. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to just use the big bros Alibaba saying to a younger comedian.
Yeah.
Say, listen. Anyway, it's not a fair, it's not a balanced, because Alibaba is yesterday, today, and forever.
Ancient of
But
He's not eating in that house.
I have the pot at home, sir.
So, like you said,
It's the pot.
the value system
is diminishing.
The value system where you have to understand that there are people who have gone before you and just respect them. That's the order of life.
Even age, musical, everything is
musical,
older than
everything,
you.
respect them. And once you do that, it makes your life easier.
Yeah.
Really, because I'm not wishing the young man to say, okay, let's see where you will be. You never know. He might just continue. But you see, talent without character
is zero.
Is total zero.
Yeah.
Because your talent can just take you somewhere, but you need character to stay.
To sustain.
Which I completely agree. It's just unfortunate. See, everybody's body language is shifting. Like I'm about to say something.
We know where you're from.
No, what I'm saying, I completely agree with you. I just think, unfortunately, I think, unfortunately, now, especially with social media, everybody has this craze to be different, right? Like you want to be different, and when you want to be different, you gotta chase clout. And now the lack of character, right, is now what is becoming character.
It's becoming the norm.
Because a lot of, and not just the norm, but in the sense of there's this bandwagon mentality. If you talk about who's the hottest female artist, everyone's gonna say hottest female Nigerian artist or African artist. Everyone's gonna say Tiwa Savage, right? But now the character or the unpopular opinion is to say, I don't know, the lady down the street that sells jollof fries and plays the drums on the back. I don't know, whatever. Whoever she is, shout out to you. But that's what they're gonna say. It's basically something that nobody knows or nobody cares about, or people try to pit people against each other. So you have to realize that everybody has their own lane that they want to be in, and nobody wants to follow the norm. Yes, we all know that Burger Man is a legend, and I know him personally, and he's literally one of the most amazing human beings I ever met when I was in Nigeria. However, this what's this guy's name again? Who's the other guy?
Exactly.
Someone else that is more.
No. What I'm saying is, but that's someone else. But you gotta understand that now he's creating a cloud. He's creating a fan base where they're like, yes, because you are not going with the norm, and that is character. We may not like it, we may not agree with it, but you have to realize that it is another opinion. Not saying that Burger Man is not great, because you the GOAT, but
okay.
No, but then again, I'm worried, and here's why. It feels like the things that we knew growing up, the things that you could not publicly say or be involved with or be attached to, like, are the things that are becoming, like you said, the norm. Right? So how you say, I don't smoke, I don't drink, right? Back in the days, you were a good guy, you were the husband material, quote and unquote. But right now, you say, I don't smoke, I don't drink. They're like, you really? Oh no, how can you be? They're not even. So these days, you see some of these guys, you see them actually smoke weed online. And I'm saying, look, you have people that are following you. You have younger people that are aspiring to be like you. You have people that are literally looking up to you. You are defining pop culture, quote and unquote. You're who people look at and try to determine things. And then that is all you do with your life. You decide to. I don't even know how people think about it, but the weight of having people look at your lifestyle and try to be like you, shouldn't that be enough to?
Okay, well, Isaac, this is where I'm actually gonna openly disagree with you guys. All right, because my friend Moe, she got attacked online for the same thing, and I can't even believe I'm gonna say.
Who's Moe?
Moe, she's an OAP.
She's an OAP.
Oh,
Moe.
Yeah.
Moet.
Yeah, Moe.
Call it Moet.
So that's
Stop disturbing my brain.
But basically, and I agree, it is not my job. It is not his job. It is not your job
Tell me again.
to raise people's kids. I'm sorry, it is not my job to raise people's kids. So if and this is what I'm saying, I'm not saying that I smoke, but if I want to smoke a blunt, I'ma smoke a blunt, and you tell your kids not to smoke a blunt. That's it.
You all didn't see what I saw. You all didn't see what I saw.
Guess what? This.
Why she was talking, bro?
I don't tell you. Really?
Truthfully, I don't agree with you.
How long have you been teaching this? How long have you been teaching this malaria?
Somebody is saying, the Hallelujah song is not on iTunes, please.
We'll sort it out.
We'll sort it out. Don't worry. It's gonna be there.
Okay.
While we're having this wonderful discussion, a dear one of ours walked into the studio. She has been a part of this from beginning, but she took a break because of school and some other activities. If you go through the library of our old editions, you will see her there as one of the leading lady presenters.
That this one is doing
This is Naira Marley.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Princess Paula Obaseki Obatope is
Oh my god! I was going to bring her up.
So
she looks like Whitney Houston.
With a mix of Beyonce, Whitney.
Not Beyonce.
yeah, she's a Beehive fan. Like, if you want to touch her, touch Beyonce. Now where you going? Come back here. Stay here. Stay here. Have you declared for Bros?
She has
declared.
Don't worry.
definitely, I know that Paula will have something to say. Let's hear your voice. Let's hear your voice. Say something.
God bless you all.
Are you serious right now?
That means the transplant was successful.
I am humbled to be here. But honestly, I mean, what my sister said right here, like, do what you guys to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, it's do you guys really want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah. Oh, now don't worry, breast go see for. You know how.
See where we didn't.
So refresh us on this.
Is it a thing?
I mean, it's just
parable.
Yeah, it's just the issue between Naira Marley and Rugged Man, and Davido came online to like try and create a balance.
That is the same thing she's saying.
Yeah.
She seconds the point that she has.
Yes, she's actually supporting.
Honestly, but we talked. But those are two different things. Because first, I did say that I'm on Rugged Man and Davido's side. But then when Isaac brought up the fact that celebrities need to be more conscious of what they put up because they have other people looking up to them and they've got kids looking up to them. Those are your kids. I did not push that kid out of my vagina.
No, but this is my question, right? Do you have people that you looked up to and that helped you to get where you are right now?
So okay,
This
is my thing. I have people that I looked up to, but I didn't look up to their personal lives because I don't know what Beyonce does. I will use Beyonce as a perfect example.
Yeah.
Beyonce is vegan. I'm not stopping eating meat. I will eat my meat. Do you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I looked up to her professional life, her hard work, her positives, let me put it that way. And I know, of course, our kids, they don't know positive from negative or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, like, Cardi B is a perfect example of someone that's going to do whatever she wants to do. And she tells you, you tell your kid right from wrong. I will do me. I grew up a stripper. I'm not telling anybody to be perfect or whatever the case may be. I have people that I look up to. No. And they're not.
Funny enough, Cardi B had issues with Nicki Minaj though.
Exactly. Yeah, like they're not perfect. They're fighting.
So, and they didn't ban her song.
Doesn't she still have?
Yeah. They didn't ban her song.
Exactly. So my thing is, do what you want to do. Everybody. If you want to smoke. If you want to smoke on your
really?
No, you should. And here's a question that I have for people online and the people here, right? If your child comes up to you and tells you, Daddy, my role model is so and so, the first thing you should ask yourself is, why isn't your child's role model you?
Right.
Like, you need to check yourself. Why isn't your child trying to emulate you and they gotta go and find somebody that
Let's talk James.
You see, we're getting something wrong.
No, Yinkus.
You see, we're getting something in this argument. The way we're raised, culture-wise, where we are from, what you are saying does not apply to us as Nigerians.
Wait, let him land.
Wait. It's like you now waking up in the morning in Nigeria, you look at your dad, hi dad, something will happen to you.
Yes. Something that will change your life.
In America, hi dad is normal.
Very true. Very true, I agree.
So we grew up, then entire street will look after you. I do something wrong. If my neighbor moms hit me because I went to play ball and I hit someone's car, I dare not go home to tell them, somebody hit me, that's why I'm crying. Immediately I say my mom, I'll clean my face. Because immediately I said that, that's face
extra.
You need to explain.
That means you did something wrong. And that's why we raised, that was the point he was saying. We kept raising people in communities. Everybody was looking after everybody.
So is it true?
But at the end of the day, if your child still wants to go and smoke, your child
but you see, at that point, the community has done something. But right now, everybody is just turning away
from the community.
So it becomes
the Instagram, the social media has become the community.
There's no more wrong.
It has become the community.
That's the point he's raising.
That's what I'm
that
saying.
we not see things that are bad, we just throw our face and say, no, is the time we live in now. No.
So practical example to what he's saying, right? I knew that Whitney Houston was a crackhead when she died, right? I follow these people, right? I knew that. So she's dead. What happened? She overdosed and stuff. I'm like, oh wow, like was it that bad? We didn't know because guess what? That's a private life right there. So you're saying, oh, you can't follow.
No, y'all knew Whitney was on crack.
So guess what?
She was on crack.
But it was not like a quote unquote.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I was gonna ask a question. Doesn't this affect though the way the communication and the relationship between our parents and us? I feel like nowadays we are more vocal. We're more like, hey mom, hey dad, this is what's going on. And I feel like you guys didn't have that when you were growing up.
We didn't.
You guys just lived in fear of your parents.
No.
So let me say something as because in between generations,
it looked like fear. But we live
but that's the thing. There's a thin line between fear and respect, though. Because you can. Yes. But this is what defines it. This is what defines fear.
Some people are saying some strong things.
Yeah,
we'll get there. Let her finish.
But this is what defines fear and respect, right? Fear is something happened now. I don't know how I'm gonna tell my mom that this thing happened.
Okay.
That's fear, and I'm pretty sure there are things that have happened in your lives that your parents do not know about.
Perspective. Yeah.
Respect, perspective, and this is coming from my generation. I am still terrified of what my mom or my dad is going to say. However, I know that I can walk up to my mom and dad and be like, you know what, whatever happens.
But I did this.
I did this, and this is what happened. And it's their choice to accept you or banish you.
Well, okay. Now we have a phone call and we have to read comments. But let's start from the phone call. You have to be very short. We'll put you on speaker. Hello.
Hello. Good evening,
Oh, Baje. The only thing you said on the comment is, hey, up Liverpool. Sorry, wrong people. Is it Liverpool we are discussing here? Did you tune into Van Zone?
Sorry, I was still in the spirit. And when I say spirit, I meant vodka. My bad.
You can understand.
It's a spirit.
Did you at least try to push Tottenham? Why only Liverpool?
No, I said something for Tottenham still. On Sunday, I thought they were going to lose. And then, remember, my dad.
Are we talking football? Okay, Baje. Alright, straight to the point, Baje. Just hit the nail ahead. We don't have the time.
So the point I want to make about what I'm hearing is that it seems that because, we don't want to care about everybody else's moral compass, and we continue to see things online, and we continue to say, well, just do you. So my question is, at what point do we draw the line? Because they are smoking today, tomorrow it will be something else. And then somebody is going to try to up that because everybody is doing themselves. So at what point do you say, okay, enough is enough? Because I know it's a free world, but for me, there's a reason why we go church. So we have to kind of like check ourselves as to what we're looking at and say, yeah, it's okay. Everybody has to do what they want to do. That's my question.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll address it, okay?
The last thing I'm going to say about this is what he just said. The last thing I'm going to say, I promise. Right? He just put out everything that's in my head. Those days, it takes a community to raise a child, like you said.
Now it takes a social media.
Right now, everybody's doing them, right? And then nobody's bothered about the community, and that's just the bottom line of things. Nobody's thinking about how it's going to affect the person next to me, how it's going to affect who it is and all of that.
All right, so CY is going to help us out with the comments. Big shout out to all those who tuned in. Governor Aduni, our very own Governor Aduni, thank you so much. Aisha Juara, it's been a while. Thank you for coming back. Adesoji Adeleke, thank you. CY, go ahead with it. Let's start from Governor Aduni, right?
Let me start with.
If you scroll up.
Okay.
Start with one.
Okay, bros, you don't take over our show. They say the glory is here. My man Sammy, that's Adora.
I greet you.
Glory, Governor, everybody's hailing Sammy. Jesus, he said you should sing.
What you sing?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Whispering.
Okay,
so let's start from Tokwe Babs.
Tokwe Babs down. He says this is the same attitude we had with corruption back in the days.
And see where we are today.
That is it.
Irish in the building.
That's Udwak.
Okay.
I have to read that comment.
Irish in the
ask
building.
you what's released.
Irish cream is waiting for you at home. When you talk. Talk.
Okay, Governor Duni says everyone is hungry for attention, and then we have cyber warriors, people who feel comfortable to insult other people. I'm glad I belong to a generation where my mother can whoop my ass from the
neighbor's house.
All the way home for doing something stupid. Okay, then hallelujah. Then Fikara says, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Why we go swash again? Then Governor Dwayne says, when you are in the public eye, you have got to be careful what you put out there. Yeah. That doesn't mean the parents are not training their kids just because you're the mom. Your mom said you can't have boyfriend
when you are young.
You are young. Doesn't mean you didn't.
You know.
Wait, is Governor Aduni talking about Governor Aduni with the boyfriend thing?
Sorry,
let's continue.
That child does not want to be like
her dad. Oh, sorry. I just saw G's like reset. You know those kind of slap that you reset you.
He says, please
don't get it twisted.
Our parents train us in the right way, but children will do what they feel is
in vogue. Yeah.
If you want to smoke, do it in your house and don't put it on SM. Again, kids are watching.
Then Aisha said, Mr. Ali Baba is not talking.
No, Bros is
is going to say.
You have the last one.
Then and this is a lot of.
No, we'll take it. Anne said, these days though, some of these traditions should be abandoned. Just last week, a 73-year-old baby was convicted for it was the woman that force fed the baby.
That our parents all did, but
the baby died.
Got it. Then Governor, you said your parents told you don't smoke, but you see celebrity flaunting it on social media, they think it's cool. So it means they're passing.
But
wait. Can you remember a time when if a celebrity is trying to smoke and then they're bringing the camera, the person does this and the person is trying to hide it.
Wait. Roll it on. With that question, with that comment now, is that person now saying that the child has more respect for the celebrity than they do for the parent?
Sadly, my dad.
I'm curious.
If you think about it,
something always happen when we're growing up. Whenever you get to see a Chinese film, after the film, you go out to start practicing.
Yes, you drop from the stairs
and that does not mean the fire does not fight. See.
But this is
what you see is what you emulate.
So maybe if we see our parents more than we see Instagram.
So are you blaming your mother?
No, but here's what I'm saying, and I'm gonna be very honest. He asked me a question. Am I blaming our parents? I'm gonna be very, very honest. Mom, shout out to you. Dad, shout out to you.
Me too.
Y'all probably gonna call me and talk to me after this.
Yep.
But here's what I'm gonna say. Growing up, my father was very, very hardworking. He's one of the most hardworking men that I know. Right? My father was so hardworking that he worked a rift between our relationship because my father owned a limousine business. My father drove P. Diddy, Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody. They would always come to America, ride my dad's car. My dad would get home at 5 a.m. I was asleep, so I ain't never seen him. When I was at school, my dad was asleep, so we never saw each other. So yes, did my parents try? Yes. Did my dad try to work hard? Yes. Did he provide for us? Yes. But at the end of the day, did I need my dad more than I needed the coins? Yes. Thank God that I myself, I'm sure you guys already know, I'm a naturally resilient person. I have my own mind, and that's it. Yep. That's why I'm not out here smoking, becoming a stripper or whatever. But there are lots of kids nowadays, when kids act out, we are acting out because we need our parents.
If you see the way the boyfriend is smiling,
we need our parents.
And I'm gonna second that thought after this call.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello? Hey! Aisha's had a baby. Congratulations! What's up? How are you? Yes. You want to go ahead?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Hi. You mommy.
Sir, my own contribution is, regardless of what the kids see, it's our responsibility as a parent to put them in the right path.
Show is.
Yeah, you're right.
Show is.
Go ahead.
Not all kids will go with what their parents want them to be anyway, or do whatever their parents want them to do. But
True that.
the way things are, social media, celebrity drinking or smoking, that's their life. That's how they make their money. That's how they feel they want to live their life. I have an 11-year-old daughter that, okay, she knows the type of song she knows she can listen to. Doesn't mean she doesn't know who the video is or who, which other Nigerian artist. Like, we all party and everything, like, you know, your parties and everything, everybody's like, then you go back home and leave that your normal family life with your kids, and they feel that they grow up into that does not mean, oh, you just have to be incubated somewhere because, okay, this person is doing this. If they don't see it on TV at home, they go to school. They have friends who have people that see all these things out there.
Okay.
That's my own contribution.
Thank you so much. Now,
see, I'll give you an instance. Something happened about 2 years ago. I walked into the bank in California, Wells Fargo. I was in the queue.
That's publicity right there.
I was in the queue, and it was my turn. And an elderly lady came in. You know, I looked at her and I looked at her age because of the way we were raised back home. And I called the elderly lady. I said, "Ma, if you don't mind, come forward. I'll wait." At first, she hesitated because she was using the support. Maybe she felt I was trying to. So I told her, "No, don't worry, you can go." You know, when she was done, I was talking to someone that was a banker, and the lady looked, apparently she was watching, and said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Nigeria." And you know, the next thing she said, "I wouldn't mind to send my children there if I known somebody." It's just because of the culture of respect that I showed. Now, you see, the problem is we need to, whether we like it or not, whether we're in jet age, whatever you want to call it, if you don't have respect, whether you have a lifestyle you want to live, is only time before you explode. And the explosion is there's no return. My mom would force us then to go to VGs to do all that. I smoked. But you see, I still have something behind. There's no way I will go outside and smoke. If I want to smoke, we live 3 streets away to smoke. And my dad, the minute you come, they see Tom with you. My dad knows. He said, "Well done. Well done. You're licking Tom, Abi. Well done." My dad will always tell you because he knows. But son is continue one day.
That's what gets continue.
You're jumping the fence.
I
hear you. But you see, we need to get to that point when we'll sit down and agree. What is bad is bad.
Yes.
Not the point is, no, is Instagram life? Is this life? What is bad is bad. There's no way you want to put it. Because if we don't get a point, our own children are coming where all this one you are saying, "I have my life to live." When your children tell you, I beg, just respect yourself, stay your lane. Forgetting we've been putting this in bit by bit, accommodating them. You know, it gets to that point, it becomes a big trouble.
Just before we can say something, in addition to that, I experienced one thing one day where I was stepping into a building and the woman held the door for me. So I just said, "Oh, thank you, God bless." Do you know she stopped? I'm like, "Wait, thank you so much. They don't say that these days again." The world is changing, we know. But like he said, the value system is dropping. What did I say? God bless. Because that word God bless. So where he's coming from is like it's okay to address it, but before I answer this question, because to stay up another conversation, what is it you wanted to say?
Just two-parter. Number one, no disrespect to anybody, no disrespect to our parents or whatever the case may be. I'm tired of the notion that our parents were perfect. Our parents were not perfect.
Oh yes, they weren't.
Did you hear him say smoke?
Oh yeah, that's the point I'm getting to.
Okay.
Most of the time, and I can say this, the first person I ever saw smoking was in my household, in the backyard. We should not always have this notion that we learned it from social media, we learned it from outside. No, my dad was a heavy drinker, my dad was a heavy clubber, was a heavy Sige your basket, you know yourself. You know yourself if you know. You understand what I'm saying? Now, number one, that was who. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I had older siblings who, you know, they weren't bad people, but they just did things stuff that everyone is saying that they. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my first thing. My first thing is not always. You always need to check your household first because it's like, oh, my child lent it from. No, most likely when you thought that your child was sleeping and you now went to the backyard, they were awake. That is number one. And then number two, these celebrities that smoke and all this stuff. I think there's a thin line, especially in our African entertainment business. You tend to, I don't know what word to use. You can't just label somebody a bad person because they did one thing or they do something you don't agree with.
Yeah.
I've noticed that a lot. It tends to be, okay, fine, you saw Burna Boy smoking with, this Burna Boy is a bad example. Oh yeah, this one, that one. When you are doing shaku, you did not remember that he was a bad person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know why we just take like one habit and we just kind of make it that person's entire life. It's not only our African issue. Like, look at Chris Brown, for instance. Nobody wants to forgive him for the incident that happened with Rihanna.
I forgive you, Breezy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So my thing is just...
Okay, sorry.
No, you're right. My thing is just, you know, just because you do certain things doesn't also mean that you're a bad person. And, you know, charity begins at home. It doesn't matter
so
how...
All right. Let's go with this, right? Let's first look at the essence of why the Naira Marley and the Davido and Rugged Man issue came up. It was that some people are scamming people who worked hard for their money.
Yep.
So first thing, it is wrong.
Oh, very wrong.
And so, Rugged Man says it is wrong to do that. What brought about this? There's a story of a woman who had worked for 30 years and had been pursuing her benefits, retirement benefits, from 2012 and finally got it in 2018. And the lump sum was paid into her account. By the way, she's trained 4 children without a husband. And she retired and went to Enugu, got to Enugu and said, this retirement money, I want to buy a bakery so that I can employ the people that were working in the bakery because the person is running out of the country to Canada. So what it means is that she's trying to provide employment for the people with the money that she's supposed to even use to enjoy herself. And she was scammed and the money was collected. That's bad. Okay, now, the woman now had a stroke. And in the process of trying to trace where the money had gone, she passed on. And so after passing on, the boy reached out to me and I posted something about it. And I said, this is the kind of thing we should work against. Now, somebody comes with the issue, there's no work, the economy is bad, the government is bad. And Rugged Man says, don't support those kind of people. Because if it were your mother or father that had worked for 30 years and his entitlement and pensions were stolen, would you accept it? And Naira Marley says he should keep quiet. It has nothing to do with him. That these boys don't have work and so they should do that. Do you think Rugged Man was wrong?
No.
Okay, now, so that is what Rugged Man has fought for. And so when Rugged Man now said, he said Rugged Man should keep quiet because he's an outgoing artist. That is the point that we are at. Now, what brings about bad children like that? I call them bad children. This is it. When you raise children, you raise them to be good. If they decide to be bad, then they become a problem to the society. If you decide not to raise a child well, you cannot then say what becomes of that child. For instance, the child becomes a drug addict and he wants to grab anything to sell. And in the process of trying to grab money from anywhere, he breaks into somebody's car. And he tries to get the stuff, the man comes, he stabs the man dies. You do not know if that man that died is the person that would have provided a company that would have employed your own children in 2-3 years. So that's why they say when you throw a stone into the market, you do not know who it will touch. So a guy just looks for somebody's credit card or ATM card and you swipe money out of it, you do not even know if that money is to treat somebody who had a medical condition. And so the person that had the medical condition doesn't get the treatment and dies. But then, these people actually are not taking this money to live a good life.
No.
So they take the money, they buy Benz, they buy, and they live life, go to the club and pop champagne. So is that enough defense for them to take the monies that belong to people who have worked for 30 years to earn a pension? That is what is the bottom line of all of this that we're talking about. It is actually not about correcting a child or training your child well, or people have the right to do whatever. You have the right to do anything you want to do. But if your right begins to encroach on mine and then threatens my life, then we have a problem, which is what we're talking about. So it is not about Rugged Man or Naira Marley or Davido. It's about Davido's father has planes that he rents. If somebody comes and scans Davido's father, takes one of the jets, doesn't pay, would Davido say it's okay? No. Of course not. If Davido releases a song and another person takes the song, does the same beat and performs it on stage, would Davido want it? No. But that's stealing as well. So what we're trying to say is, if what is not good is very, very bad. So it doesn't even matter whether you were brought up well or not. What is not good is not good. For instance, the fact that you came from Nigeria, and when you drive there, nobody holds you. Then you come to this place and you get to the stop sign and you just drive, and then they hold you and say, why did you don't then say everybody has a life. The laws are the laws. I see a lot of our guys drive. They get to the stop sign, they stop dead.
Better stop.
They stop dead. You see the speedometer go. And then they now begin to move. So what it means is, what is wrong is wrong. The fact that you have freedom to do anything you want to do doesn't stop you from being right. That is what Rugged Man was saying. He said, you see, Naira Marley, you're a young man. Don't support these guys. What they're doing is bad because people have worked hard for their money. The government is bad, we know. But there are people who are working hard for their monies and they didn't go into scam. Because the scam that you do today would affect somebody who had nothing to do with your life.
Well, so to anyways, that's pretty much that's it. I came in a part where we're talking about something.
Yes, we have 7 minutes or 6 minutes.
Yes.
What's happening on Sunday? Can we sell tickets?
His market.
Yes.
We've been saying it. You all should please go online and get your tickets.
How much are the tickets? Just be telling me.
There's $20, $30, and $50 online. Go on. No table. Okay. So we're gonna take a break. You're gonna see the promo and the details, and then we'll come back to wrap it up.
The final thoughts.
Yeah, final thoughts.
Presents a Mother's Day comedy special. Oluwatosin Jetty Ayo live on stage. A funny piece of my mind. Featuring MC Solid, Egos, Namo, and special guest performance by Africa's King of Comedy, Ali Baba. Musical performances by Funshaw from The Voice, Season 15, and Isaac Gerald's Prof B, with DJ Femstar on the turntables. Get your tickets now. Gallery sitting $25, floor seating $40, VIP $60. The date is Sunday, May 12, 2019. Venue Laurel High Auditorium. Show starts at 6 p.m. For inquiries and sponsorship, call 240-618-8819 or email theonemansspecial@gmail.com. Tickets are
So I mean, all we're just trying to make you understand is do the right thing. Don't do the wrong thing. And the right thing is for you to come out on Sunday.
Buy your ticket.
Start from there.
It's a full house.
Somebody is asking what happens to the 5 free ticket, please.
Okay, so I'll give out my tickets now. Is Aisha in MD here?
Yes. Aisha, yes, she's in Maryland.
Aisha bought tickets already.
Anogu actually is the one asking.
The one that wants to give out the 5 tickets. How we'll give out our own 5 tickets?
Yes, she's
okay. So this is what we'll do. for every pregnant woman.
If you're with a child,
everybody.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Yes, Mother's Day.
For every pregnant woman that comes to that place, free ticket.
Well, you have to be pregnant already.
So how do you know? Ladies, start now, man. Start now. You gotta be pregnant at the show.
You know about guys?
Not 5 days pregnant.
You know about guys that have big stomachs? Guys that have big stomachs.
Let's analyze it because at his word now, about 100 might show up.
No, it's 5 confessor.
Okay, first 5.
Yes.
Five expecting women.
No, you have to say expecting and showing women.
We have doctors that will be there to
That's not fair.
If no baby is kicking.
No, wait. I have a question. Wait. Can I have a food baby? Because I will be showing. If I have a food baby, I will be expecting.
There's something we call stethoscope. We do like this. If we're not hearing but if we're hearing
what if I'm pregnant to my destiny? Can't I just
wait, someone
go to a destination.
Someone is protesting. Mr. Topper. What of the man that impregnated you?
It will be the man that impregnated. I will come there.
Somebody is saying I'm carrying a holy child.
Go and look for Joseph.
But, okay, you know what? Follow us online.
That's right.
And we'll make sure between today and Friday we'll officially give out those 5 tickets. But maybe for today, let's give Anne one. Anne Ogu Agwazem, right?
She said she already bought it.
She already bought it.
No. But buying the ticket,
she said she needs a free one. That's all.
Okay.
She needs a free one.
Yeah.
You know what?
A free ticket.
A free ticket.
Oh my goodness.
So, and all you need to do is send your full name, phone number, and email to the number on your screen as a text. Just send it and we'll get your details to, get you sorted on Sunday. Congratulations to you for being the first winner of his 5 giveaway tickets. No.
Or I think another way we can give out
someone is crying for a ticket. Friday is my birthday. I need a free ticket. Udwa Kingsley. Your husband is giving away 5 tickets.
Yes, exactly. So remove
one. No, he has given me 5 already. Have you found 5 winners?
I think it's remaining one.
Hey, you're one.
And the thing is that she will be there selling tickets.
Okay. So the remaining 4 tickets. Watch out online. Follow him on social media on Instagram. Follow me on. If I follow all of us on Instagram, we'll give all our handles. And watch out. The remaining 4 tickets will be given out. You understand? So watch out for it. Oh, sorry. It's the Afan. So let's see you all on Sunday. Bring your family, friends, and enemies. Get your tickets online, or you get it more at the door. In fact, I prefer more at the door.
Today's Joel's birthday. He wants tickets.
Oh, Joel! Congratulations to you. Joel sings. Should we give him a ticket?
If the Joel brings cake, get ticket.
If you bring cake, Governor Duni, I want ticket. Okay, now they are coming out. Do you give them who? There are 2 people
who have said pregnancy at the gate.
Okay, pregnancy at the gate.
If you're a mother and you're working mother.
Jenny, let me give Governor Duni out of my own. Let her send me details.
Okay, send your details to Shaibel Media. No, let her send it.
Before the ticket will lead to a ticket.
No, let her, because he's giving away 5 tickets though. So send your details to Shaibel Media at Shaibel Media, so he'll give you the free ticket. Every other person, please go buy your tickets. We are all going to be storming on Sunday. So Laurel High Auditorium, don't miss it. Be there. Everybody's going to be there. AfroBeat Live is going to be there. He's going to perform it. And please, when you get there, behave yourself, because Brad James is at the door.
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
He'll bounce you. You'll be bounced.
If you know Brad James, you will not talk nonsense.
So thank you, Paula, for joining us. I appreciate you. Let's appreciate Samuel also in the building. Thank you so much. The legend himself. Also, the grandfather of comedy, Ali Baba.
That's right.
Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much. Yeah. Isaac Gerald, a seasoned singer. Thank you so much for coming. Brad James, thank you, sir, for coming. And Paula, Princess Paula Obaseki.
Wait. Even Oba knows that he's not talking. I saw him in Benin. They put burglary proof on his AC. The man knows that I'm Robert School. He put burglary proof on his AC.
Please make sure you follow us on social media at CY Comedy 1, Yinka Oladiran, Comedy Jetty, Repair.com, Isaac Gerald, Paula Obaseki, Shybel Media, Sam Okoso, and Alibaba GCFR. See you all on Sunday. We love you.
You are locked into AfroBeat Live.
From the motherland and beyond. Don't touch the dial.